in particular, I want to address the SPICES curriculum called Change My Life program. My means me and you. Because when you change your life, you change other people's lives with you. I've worked with high school students, adults, and post-college students, as well as middle-aged educators coming through our program. And what has happened is that they've changed dramatically in different ways, academically, social-emotionally, and not only taking that, they actually changed the community around them. So we have lackadaisical students who are unmotivated, who are actually motivated. We've had students who had depressing suicidal thoughts. Students who actually attempted suicide no longer is hanging themselves anymore. We've had students who were angry and bitter at their parents. I don't know if you have children who yell and talk back at you. They don't do that anymore. It's really interesting, right? We've had students who found their purpose in life, who are fulfilling their goals. Students who are increasing their test scores, their academic grades. They are just motivated to live. Most importantly, they all followed their own maps. And I've actually had one student, she came through our program in 2005, and I worked with the daughter in 10th grade, going into 11th grade. The mom was upset because the student was not going to go to college. You see a lot of adults say all these not, you can't, you don't, you won't. And I looked at the mom, I said, she will get to college and she will finish, but she's so stupid. I'm like, no, she's not. She's smart. So I actually have to train parents too sometimes. You know what that means. And then what has happened is, not only did we send her to college, around 2000, I forget, maybe 2 years ago, she actually graduated from college. But in between that time, the mother pulled me aside and says, can you take care of my children? I said, well, they're under my care. Of course, that's my responsibility too. And I didn't know she had living cancer, and she passed away. So imagine, I had a daughter, but the son too. Imagine both of them, whose parents passed away. They're in college. They already have their own issues, and they want to quit college. They want to drop out. They don't have a meaningful life. So people whose parents who passed away, they don't have that hope anymore. And knowing me, of course I cried a little bit. I said, you are going to finish college, and I'm going to help you map your way because you have a life ahead of you. And when she graduated from college, she's now working at the 4th world's largest steel industry in the world, overseeing all of the English division. And she looks back and she said, I should have listened to you a little bit more. I could have done a little bit better. And that's true. Is I tell students, I said, maps for college does not mean college. It means your life. If you stay with our program, we're going to map you all through every step of the way. Not because we want to just grab onto them, but we want to give them the ability to launch out so they can follow their dreams. And right now, we've had students who graduate from high school, but now they're doing the internship program. We are getting them ready for corporate jobs, for businesses. And so it's really interesting. So if you notice that how students have changed, right? I only gave them 10% of my work. We've had testimonials when they said, you only gave us 10%? I said, I only gave you 10%, and the student says, you changed 80% of my life. I said, oh no, son, you don't even know yet. I say, when I give you 90%, you're going to be walking on water or something. Right now, we're hoping to launch a little bit more, and we're going to launch a little bit more of this SPICES curriculum. And what we're hoping to do is partner with other agencies, because what I like to do under Project SPICES is that do the trainer. I want to teach you the material so you take on, so you don't have your clients coming back over and over again, and you're like wondering, why are they coming back after I help them? We give you the curriculum, we give you the knowledge, the skills, and we launch them out. And my job is for them to not come back with the same problems. So I always ask my students, did SPICES really help you? And they're like, uh-huh. I'm like, no. Did it really help you? Because I need to know if it really helped you, because we're relying on you, your testimonials, who you are, and actually not even that, your outcomes. What are you doing with your life that demonstrates that you are doing what you're supposed to be doing? So I want to direct your attention to the first and second line. AH was bullied, no purpose to live, was very cynical, no emotion on his face, had depression, secluded himself from others, right? As well as the second person who attempted suicide actually hung herself, lackluster for life, felt numb, depressed, hopeless, cyberbullied, bullied, you just name everything, right? So I can just tell you what has happened, but it's really hard for you to believe. Because when I go to meetings and I tell them that this is a holistic educational program that can actually transform human beings' lives from start to finish, they're looking at me as if I'm crazy and it doesn't exist. So I want to introduce you to Adrian, the person on the first row.